One of the questions we get asked the very most is, do you have a therapist you can recommend for me? And while we wish that we knew of therapists in every single place, in every single part of the country, we don't. So what do we tell them instead, Mel?
We say check out BetterHelp because it's online, it's at a reasonable price, and you can be matched with a therapist within 24 hours. I've also used them and they have been great. And if you don't like your therapist, guess what? Click, click, and get a new one.
Absolutely. It's so hard when you have an in-person therapist, if you're not clicking with them, to cut them off and get a new one. So that's not an issue with BetterHelp. So we always tell people to try BetterHelp. And if you use our promo code, which is
trybetterhelp.com/WWDN,
you get 10% off your first month.
Go ahead and try it out. That's trybetterhelp.com/WWDN. And you know what? I'm a big fan of doing therapy where you don't have to wear pants, but nobody knows about it.
Are you wearing pants right now, Mel?
I'll see you later. Bye. That's trybetterhelp.com/WWDN.
We are excited to talk to our guest because she comes from a long way away, and it's always fun to have a perspective that's a little bit different than our own.
Where are you from, guest?
I am from Berlin, Germany.
Oh, I think you are our first German guest.
Okay, and what is your name?
My name is Kim. Thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
Did you grow up in Berlin?
No, I didn't. I grew up in a little village. It's more in the west of Germany, and my dad always says it's got more pigs than people living there. So a very small village.
Why did you move to Berlin, and how many pigs are in Berlin, and do you need to go back to your village?
So I moved to Berlin because my husband got a job offer there. So that's why we moved here. We lived somewhere else before in Essen, which is near Cologne and Düsseldorf. And sometimes I go back to my village because my dad still lives there.
Oh, I like how Mel and I nodded when you said the places. Like, yeah, we definitely know where those are.
I've seen it on a map. I've been to Germany twice.
Really? Where have you been?
Yes, Munich a couple times, and Heidelberg.
Yeah.
Frankfurt, yeah.
Mel, would you recommend the Frankfurt airport?
Yeah, I like the Frankfurt airport. Yes, absolutely. I have like a rating system for myself with airports. That's what we're talking about. I just wanted to know though, Kim, does your dad raise pigs?
No, he didn't. He didn't have a farm. No. He sells glasses.
Like reading glasses?
Reading glasses, yeah, all the stuff.
That's funny. That's like the most opposite of pig raising, I think, that there could be.
That's very true.
Tell us a little bit about what it was like for you growing up, not in a big city in Germany.
Well, it was very peaceful, I would say. I grew up in nature pretty much. But then when I was 6, I moved with my mom to a bigger city in Essen. That's where I went to school. But yeah, before, I mean, there was lots of horses and pigs and animals. So it was a very peaceful childhood, I would say.
Sounds really nice right now.
I know. And before we recorded, you mentioned that you don't have social media either, right? So
Yeah.
your life still sounds kind of peaceful in some ways.
It is, yeah. Like I do have Facebook to remind me of birthdays. And even in Berlin, I live in Berlin, but it's a little bit on the outer skirts, so it does feel a bit more like a village here. Lots of forests, lots of water. So yeah, I like the peaceful thing.
That
Germany's
sounds nice.
so beautiful. Can we come visit you?
Please do. But the airport in Berlin is honestly the worst.
Oh,
It's
no.
the worst.
Listen, Anita, we'll fly into Frankfurt. We'll take some trains.
Okay. Sounds
Do
good
that.
to me.
Okay.
Kim, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you like to do? What do you do for a job?
Yeah, so I'm a teacher
Oh,
and I teach business studies for older students.
okay. I was thinking like kindergarten. Like, business. Never mind. I'm not giving you an awe for that. Keep going, though.
How old are the students that you teach?
Most of them are in their mid-20s.
Okay.
So
Like
yeah, and
university.
everything. Yeah, exactly.
Not kindergarten, Anita.
I
It's
know.
not
And
cute.
good for you because I would hate to teach kindergarten, even though they're cute. I don't want to tie everybody's shoes. So keep going.
Yeah, how long have you done that for?
So I started at the school here in Berlin in 2021. But I have been teaching before because in Germany, if you study education, you have to do some teaching while you do your degrees. So I've done a little bit before.
Fantastic. What do you like to do for fun though, besides accounting and business?
So I do have a dog and I love going out with him. That would be my number one. I love watching Formula One. Watched it last night.
Really?
Yes,
That I would not have predicted that.
Do you have a favorite driver?
yes, I do. And my dog Lando is actually named after Lando Norris, my favorite driver,
No
who
way.
is champion this year now.
All
Congratulations.
right.
What kind of dog is your dog?
He's a Cocker Spaniel.
Oh, that's
Do
the kind of dog that bit my face. So it's okay.
Really?
Yes.
I saw one in person over the weekend that had the show dog Cocker Spaniel cut where it looks like it has a skirt. Does your dog have that cut?
Not, no, he doesn't have that long hair, but he has the nice long ears and
Cute ears.
he's got
Oh.
some beach waves going on. Yeah.
That's amazing. Is Lando in the room with you right now?
He is sleeping on the sofa
Oh.
very peacefully.
Does he respond to commands in German and in English?
English only. That's
Really?
him.
Oh, he is so cute.
How old is he?
He is turning 5 next year in April, so he's 4 right now.
Okay.
Are Cocker Spaniels generally good dogs to train? Like, I'm curious. I'm always curious about the different breeds.
Yeah, he was really easy to train, and Lee trained him because it was my first dog, so I just treated him like a baby all the time. I still do. But yeah, he was really easy to train, and he's a really good dog.
Oh,
So you just said Lee. Why don't you tell us about Lee a little bit?
Yeah, so Lee is my husband. He was from England,
Really?
and yes,
Okay.
he was from Manchester, and we met in 2018 in Tenerife and the Canary Islands.
Were you both vacationing? Why were you there? What's the story?
offshore bank accounts?
Close. No, I used to live there between my bachelor's and my master's degree, and I worked there for a little bit. Um, and I was visiting a friend that weekend, and Lee was there for a Christmas party. He always said a Christmas party, and it was only weeks later that he told me that was his Christmas party. So he was the boss.
What was his business?
So he was in security engineering. So he did CCTV cameras and door contacts and all the security stuff.
So he tried to keep the bank robbers out.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. That's a very interesting job. Okay, so you met in the Canary Islands. You were like, "Who is this beautiful British man and will you marry me?" Is that how it went?
Well, yeah, kind of. So I spotted him. It was in a bar, and he was looking over for 1 hour, and he wouldn't approach me. And then I think after 1 hour, he had enough beer, and he came over and he looked at me with this re very serious look, and he said, "Can I buy you a drink?" And I was like, "Yes." And he said, "Really?" And he was really surprised that I said yes. And that's how it all started.
Were you there with your friends?
Yes. Yes, with the
Okay.
friend I was visiting.
And you guys noticed that he kept gazing your way?
Yeah, it was very obvious. Mm.
Did you guys discuss it? Were you like, "What is with that guy?" Or did you ignore it? Or what did she think?
Well, she said, "Oh, he's really cute." And I said, "Yeah, he actually is. Yeah,
"Oh."
really good looking."
And then he bought you a drink. And then you were
He did.
just off to the races?
Yes, pretty much. So my friend actually lost her credit card that night. Again, she did it multiple times while we lived there. And I remember telling Lee that she lost her credit card again because she was really upset about that. And then he just out of nothing, because I think they wanted to leave to go to another bar, and he just gave her 50 euros and said, please make sure you get home safely. And that was just the sweetest thing. And but he did come back after an hour and said, sorry, I didn't get your number. So can I please get your number because I want to see you again?
But then he was going back to England, wasn't he?
Yes. Not the next day, the day after.
How did that work?
Well, we did spend some more time in Tenerife together, and we obviously got each other's number then because he came back for it. And well, then it was just we texted a little bit. I flew to England maybe 2 weeks after we first met, and then it was just back and forth, Germany and England.
This is amazing. If you guys could see Kim right now, you can just see the smile on her face that like remembering this is bringing like good, happy memories. And I feel like it's a little bit contagious because I am invested in the story. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, how cute.
What year did this happen? When did you meet?
2018, 1st of December.
For the Christmas party.
How old were you at the time? And how old was he?
I was 24 and he was 30.
Okay. So how did you guys decide where you were going to be, Germany versus England?
So I was always open to moving somewhere else after I finished my master's degree, but he really wanted to get out of England. So it was, I think, in April the following year that he said, right, I'm ready to move in with you if you want.
Was it easy for him to like move his business somewhere else?
So he left the business in England because he had some people who could take care of that. And then he basically just said, well, I don't speak any German, but it's not going to be a problem because I don't really need to speak to do what I'm doing, which is installing technical stuff I can't explain. And he just said, yeah, let's just see. I'm sure I can get a job. And yeah, he did. First interview, I had to translate. He had a job in Germany. No problem.
This Lee fella, he sounds like a good time and also like I don't know if this will translate well. Like a YOLO, like, like let's just do it. Just
Definitely.
yeah.
What was Lee's upbringing like?
So Lee has, well, how many siblings does he have?
Oh boy, the fingers came out.
Are they Catholic?
No,
Okay.
no, not at all.
Okay.
There's a lot of fingers.
So
What?
less than 11, maybe?
No, I think it's three siblings. I think that's
Okay.
four of them. But I just have to, yeah, yeah. So
I was waiting for that to be a huge number, like 53 siblings.
no, three siblings, if I'm right. Um, yeah, and he grew up mostly with his dad when his mom and his dad split up. And he was really close to his dad, like all the time. Even when he moved to Germany, his dad, yeah, moved to Germany as well. So very
Wow.
close.
Okay. And you said he grew up in Manchester, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's pretty city-ish, isn't it?
Yes. So
Yeah.
it's out a little bit outside. It's called Oldham, but it's still in Manchester. So, but yeah, very city-ish.
Okay.
What kinds of things did you guys like to do together? Tell us a little bit about Kim and Lee together.
Mel,
Yeah,
we have a major announcement to make.
go for it.
Did you know that right now all plans on Mint Mobile are what?
$15 a month.
Okay, that's truly ridiculous. Do you know how much regular cell phones are?
Yep.
$1 bazillion a month. 15 is less than that.
New customers get 3 months of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month if you sign up right now. And guess what? I use it. I love it. I've used it all over the country, all over the world, and it's great. And if you're wondering about phones, they have those available as well, or you can just port your own number and your current phone over to Mint Mobile. They make it so easy.
So if people are interested in trying out Mint Mobile, how can they go about doing that?
Go to trymintmobile.com/ WWDN. And you know, it's interesting. When my dad died, we actually put his phone on a Mint Mobile plan because it kept his number going, but it was $15 a month. So there you go. And there's different storage plans, but you might as well just get the unlimited because it's $15 a month.
Absolutely. All right, go try it today.
That's trymintmobile.com/WWDN.
So he really got me into Formula One. That's why I'm such a
He's the culprit.
He is. He is. Yeah. We did like to travel a lot. We traveled over 20 countries together while we were together. Yeah, that was a big thing.
Do you have strong opinions on airports like Mel does?
Yeah.
Oh.
See, I'm not that crazy. Or I have found people as crazy as me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Kim, for validating.
What was like your favorite place you've ever been?
That would have been Bali.
I've never met anybody who's been to Bali that was like, nah, it was not that great.
Yeah, it was magical. We actually were going to move there just before COVID hit. We sold everything. We gave up the apartment that we lived in at the time and were ready to go. And then COVID hit and our visas got cancelled, and that didn't happen. So he moved here in 2019. He moved to Germany, got the job straight away. Everything was fine. Then we planned on going to Bali together. That obviously didn't happen because COVID hit, and we had a really nice time in COVID, actually. We just spent all the time together in the apartment, and that was nice. And then instead of Bali, we went to the Canary Islands for a little bit because they were still open. And then he got a really good job offer to go to Berlin. And that's what we did in 2021. And that is also when I started working at my school and we got Lando. December of 2022, he proposed to me in Thailand.
In Thailand.
In Thailand.
You guys had a great life. I love this, and I am hating what's to come. Keep going.
That's how I'm feeling right now. Like I'm enamored with your love story, and just knowing that something's gonna happen. I'm just bummed about it. I'm sort of like, can we just quit? Like, let's just say goodbye and not talk about the rest of it.
Let's just end it at proposing at Thailand.
Yeah, let's just pretend that everything's still fine. Can we just do that?
Yeah, I would love to, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you get proposed to in Thailand. Beautiful.
It was great. And because he always used to call me Chicken Egg, that was the name he gave me.
Why?
It was just so random. I don't know. He just liked calling me Chicken Egg.
It's not a term of endearment I've ever heard before. It's cute though.
So I got this tattoo on my ankle that says Chicken Egg in Thai, which whenever I go to a Thai massage place, they love it. I just think it's really funny.
Do they think you got it on accident? Are they like,
yeah, I think so. Yeah, they're like,
did somebody tell you that means like inner peace?
Yeah. That's probably what they're thinking, but they're always laughing, so we're all having a good time. Yeah, we got married in 2024 in Las Vegas.
Whoa, that's right by us.
Yeah, you were our neighbor for a second.
Did you get married at like an Elvis chapel?
So we did get married at a chapel, but I didn't want Elvis to have any involvement in it because I don't have any connection to Elvis. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, we're not sad about it.
There's a Taco Bell chapel. My friend does officiating there. Have you done that?
Really?
One? Yeah.
No, no.
Honestly, it just looks like a really expensive Taco Bell meal. So
you know what? I have not been to Taco Bell while I was in the US.
It's okay.
Your gut will thank you. Where did you get married in Vegas?
So the chapel was called Bliss Wedding Chapel. And it was really nice, really beautiful. And the best thing was because we weren't there, so we could just book the whole package thing from where we were. And it was super easy. We had flowers, photographer, videographer, everything.
Why did you choose to do Vegas? Were you like, was this a spur of the moment? Did you invite people? Was it just the two of you?
So we did not want to get married in Germany because it would have been in German, and German is not a very nice romantic language for one. And Lee didn't speak a lot of German for two, so that was out. And the moment where we decided it was when Las Vegas actually came on the Formula One race calendar.
I love it. Okay, did you have a Formula One race themed wedding?
We didn't, but it was advertised, and we just both looked at each other and we thought, we just get married in Las Vegas. That's such a good idea. And that was what happened. And we did tell our friends, but we felt like we couldn't really expect people to come to Las Vegas for our wedding. So we just told people, and so many people just said, "Oh yeah, perfect. I'm booking the flights now.
Oh
I'm
my
coming."
goodness.
How many friends came?
I think in total, we were like 12 or 14 people, including my dad and his wife because they surprised us.
Oh, that's fun. I'm
That's
sad we didn't know each other because we would have popped right on down for your
totally.
wedding. But if you had known you were going to be our friend, then I don't
Yeah,
know.
then
Yeah.
that's bad omen.
Yeah, it
Kim,
wouldn't have worked.
will you speak in German what it would have sounded like the wedding vows, or not vows, like whatever the officiant would say, like, I now pronounce you man and wife. What would it sound like? We want to hear.
So if they would say, I now pronounce you husband and wife, it would be, und hiermit ernenne ich Sie zu Ehemann und Ehefrau. Herzlichen Glückwunsch.
When you say it, it doesn't sound
Yeah, it
harsh.
sounded fine.
Really?
Maybe if
Yeah.
somebody's yelling and they're like a big guy, or a lady screaming.
Or if he had like a big pointy like Pope hat on, it might sound a little bit
A
intense.
Pope hat? What? Like in The Sound of Music, except for they spoke English in that movie.
Isn't German a romance language though? Or is it not?
Well, Lee would always say it's not romantic at all and it's not a nice language. And I get it. We do sound quite harsh all the time,
Yeah.
don't we?
Yeah, there's a little bit of like I don't think it's harsh. It just sounds like you're getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like people are mad at you. Are you looking it up, Mel, to see if it's a romance language?
You know it.
Because now I'm wondering that if I'm
Yeah,
wrong,
it's
it's
let's
not.
see.
Like
Yeah,
Italian
I
is.
thought that German was a different family. It was like, wait, this is the best. This is what Google says. Romance languages are, ready for this, a group of languages descended from vulgar Latin. Vulgar. Anyway, it's Spanish, French, Portuguese, Italian, and Romanian.
Romanian.
And some other, yeah. Yeah, German, I remember, because I knew something about this from when I played for voice lessons a lot for opera singers, because they would sing in different languages. Like, of course, Italian is a big one. And German, it was like a different set of rules. Let me see. What type of
Do you know what's funny?
is German?
It's German is part of the Germanic family of
Wow.
languages.
Wow, that's like
Oh, wow.
a dad joke.
Yeah.
There you go.
Along with, well, this is the English is Germanic though too.
It is. It's not a romance language.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, we just went on a 52-minute.
This is now a linguistics educational
language
podcast where we learn from
Welcome.
the beginning. Here,
Willkommen.
your hosts are American and German. Welcome.
Okay, did you go to the Formula One race while you were in Las Vegas?
No, it wasn't on that specific date because we did choose the date that we both said we would not forget the anniversary on.
Okay, so you went for easy to remember, not Formula One day. What day did you get married?
So it was the 2nd of April 2024. So 2424. So yeah, we get married, everything is perfect, and we are looking to book our Christmas getaway for December of 2024 because we always went away for Christmas. We're not big Christmas people. Yeah, on the 12th of December, Lee went to work in the morning and he did what he always did. So I got up before him and he was half asleep, but he would always mumble, love you, because he was too tired to actually say, I love you. So I get up, I go to work, and he just never texts me, which he would always do when he got to work in the morning. And yeah, on his way to work, he got stuck in traffic on the motorway and was hit by a truck.
So it was like a traffic jam
Yes.
and like a truck ran in that was going faster than the stop traffic, like ran into him.
Yeah, he didn't brake. He didn't
Like a
see him. He
big
didn't react.
truck?
Yes.
Oh.
Does every highway have the Autobahn in it in Germany? I'm not quite sure how, isn't the Autobahn where there's no speed limit? You just follow the
Yes.
rules. Is it that same road?
Yeah, so that was on the Autobahn, but that one actually had a speed limit on it because there was construction work on that part of it. So I think the limit would have been 80 kilometers per hour. But yeah, Lee was just at the end of this traffic jam, and the other driver, the truck driver, didn't react.
Wow. So when he didn't text you at work, where did your brain go? Did you think, oh, he's certainly dead? Or did you just think that he had forgotten? Or what did you think about that?
So at first, because he did have a Christmas party the night before, so I thought, oh, he might have just slept a little bit longer and he goes to work a little bit later. But then as it got to a certain time, I thought, this is really weird. And I actually, after the few texts I already sent, I actually texted him, are you alive? And
Mhm.
yeah, I didn't get anything back. And that's when I got really worried. But I never imagined that he would actually be dead, right? It was just that random question. And so I was at work, I was teaching a class, and I kept looking at my phone, and then his best friend started, when you see on WhatsApp that someone's typing, but they don't actually send the message. And I thought, what's happening? And I said, what is happening? Call me, let me know what's happening. And then I tried calling him. I went out of the classroom, I tried calling him. He wouldn't pick up at first. And then I think he eventually did pick up. And that's when I was screaming at him, "What's happening, Wesley?" And that's when he told me.
How did he get notified before you?
It wasn't far from where he worked, and the factory where he worked had massive windows that could see the motorway, and they all saw smoke and
Oh.
something bad has happened. And then the police notified his boss because he was a former policeman, and so they knew straight away. And when they identified when they looked at what ID card was in the car or whatever, they said, yeah, it's Lee Walker. And that's why they knew before me.
What was the date of this accident again?
The 12th of December, 12/12/24.
24. So you had been married for 8 months and 10 days.
Yeah.
And also when we're recording this podcast, it's
It's December 8th.
four days from
Yeah.
your 1 year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
So
gosh.
the 1 year mark is totally fine and it's not hard at all. So it's everything's good, right?
Yeah. Great.
Are you okay? Like this is the worst, like leading up to the 1 year is the worst.
I know. Yeah. I can start feeling it in my body now. I felt really sick all day today. Not been feeling great. Yeah, I'm a little bit scared of what's about to happen, but at the same time, I keep thinking, well, he's not going to die again, right? So what's the worst that can happen to me? The worst has already happened. So
That's what's so crazy about grief and like the anticipation of all of this stuff. It's like you just went through something that's so horrific and it just shakes your nervous system up for a long time. And so your body's probably prepping. And sometimes you don't even know. Like, I mean, I'm sure maybe thinking about, okay, I'm doing a podcast about, this is going to be a thing, but it's like the week of the death anniversary. Are you noticing things like, oh, the temperature was of the air was this way last year when I found out, or this? Because for me, like some of the weather stuff would make my body it would kind of tip it off. But how has it been for you with that?
that's really interesting because I really don't remember anything about last year. I
Mm.
feel like my body just deleted all the memories.
Delete. It's kind of good. in a way,
Yeah. I
protective.
I called that the brain cloud. I was like, there's something that's keeping my brain from like remembering things. But as I came up to the first year mark, I was remembering everything that was happening on the days leading up to him dying. Like a year ago, we went out to lunch at such and such place, or we went and bought you new hiking boots that you wore for 2 whole days and then died, but you took the tags off of them, so I can't return them. And no, I'm not still bitter about it. They're still in my garage, by the way. It's fine. But like all of those things, remembering what we were doing on this date when you were still here, like that was kind of torture to me, you having that
Yeah.
same experience.
A little bit. So I do remember we had a really nice little Christmas party with friends just a couple of days before the accident. I think it was on the Wednesday, maybe the Tuesday. So yeah, that would have been tomorrow then,
Mm.
1 year ago.
You guys just have
Yeah,
Christmas parties all the time. I feel like that's been like the theme.
we do.
Christmas
We do.
parties,
Yeah.
Formula One. It's Germany.
Yeah, we do.
You said that you had gone out of town for Christmas every year when you and Lee were together. So what are you doing this year?
I'm doing the same thing again.
Okay. So you're gonna run away. I don't think that's a bad idea.
Oh, that's a great idea. Where are you going?
Yeah. So this year I'm going to Sri Lanka and the Maldives for Christmas.
Oh, come on. Awesome. This
Yeah.
is great.
Looking forward to that.
When are you going to do that? Because are you trying to he died so close to Christmas. So it's like you've kind of got this 1-2 punch. You've got his death. When's his birthday?
31st of January.
Okay, so
So
it's all like you've got kind of a bunch of dates altogether. Are you trying to run away for all of them or just for Christmas or no, just for Christmas?
yeah, just for Christmas because we've both not been the biggest Christmas people. So definitely going away for that. And I think for the death anniversary is what you call it, right?
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
a totally made up word, by the way. That's not a real
Yeah, but
word.
it's great.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it is, right? So I just feel like I want to treat that as a normal day because I
Mm,
would rather celebrate the good dates. So his birthday, our wedding anniversary, that's what I want to focus on and not that shitty day. Sorry,
mm,
can I say shitty?
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
So you said that it's like your brain deleted the last year, but I'm wondering if you remember some pieces of it and what kind of support you had during it. Because, you find it out and you're like, what do I do? So, do you have family support? Do you have friend support? Tell us about that.
Yeah. So I think my brain really deleted the first maybe 12 weeks. So that's kind of a blur, but I do remember that I had family and friend support straight away. So my mom came, she traveled to Berlin. My dad came the same day. My two best friends, one of them was in Berlin and she actually picked me up from school after I had just found out. And the other one came from Cologne, which is a 5 hour drive, came straight to Berlin and they have not left my side for days and weeks. My mom stayed here for 6 weeks, just to be here and try and take care of me.
Were you ready for her to go home after 6 weeks, or were you like, stay? Or maybe you can't answer that.
I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was ready for her to go. We did do a little test weekend where she went away just for the weekend and then came back for a little bit. But then after the 6 weeks, it was okay for her to leave for a little bit, and she did come and visit me again a couple of times.
Did you find yourself reverting back to like needing your mommy? Were you like, I just need my mom and come take care of me?
Yeah, I wasn't able to do the most basic tasks, so it was just really good to have people here who made sure I would eat and my dog would be taken care of and I would have something to wear that was not days old and stinky and
You're
yeah.
describing my same experience. Anita, I'm curious because you had kids and you have a ton of family nearby, but did you have a hard time eating? I know the first part you did, but I
Me?
know for me,
Yeah.
because I mean, I couldn't even put food up to my face for weeks. I mean, not just the first week, like weeks. And so Kim and I, we have fur babies. And so it's like they need help, but they don't need as much help as a human baby. So I feel like
I didn't feed my kids either. Like somebody else
really.
had to
What?
do that.
But did
Yeah.
you feed your? Could you like actually
No,
eat?
I mean it wasn't that I couldn't physically, but I had no appetite. Like people would be like, "Do you want to eat this?" I was like, "No, that's no, gross." You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like a physical move the food to your mouth mechanical thing. It was just why would I want to eat that? Nothing sounds good. Like I'm just gonna throw up all the time.
Mine was both of those. I couldn't mechanically do it, and I
Yeah.
didn't care. What was your? Were you kind of like that, or could you at least get it to your face?
I could actually get it to my face after, I think the first 2 days I didn't really eat a lot, but the people around me just accepted that and just were like, yeah, well, it's fine. You're not gonna die from not eating for 2 days, I guess. Um, and then I think I did have a good appetite, but I just always, it was so random doing these basic things and just, I'm eating something and my husband is dead. I'm showering and my husband is dead. That's just not right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that's how I felt for a long time. Do you still have that? Like I felt like it was in my brain every single second of every single day. Like you're saying, I'm in the shower. My husband is dead. I am driving to the grocery store. My husband is dead. Like, is it still just in your brain like that? Yeah.
Not all the time anymore, but I notice it coming at really random times, sometimes during conversations or yeah, when I'm in the supermarket or when I'm teaching a class and it sometimes when I experience really nice things and I'm like, I'm experiencing this, but my husband is dead. It's just always that reminder.
Hmm.
What is
Yeah.
it like in Germany as far as bereavement leave with work and like maybe government and I don't know interventions? We don't really have them here. So, do you know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah.
what's kind of it like in the system over there for you?
So in Germany, well, I don't think we have bereavement leave, maybe for 1 or 2 days for like the funeral, but I got a sick note straight away. So, and in Germany, if you have a sick note, you still get paid by your employer. And my school has been very, very generous. So they said you take off as long as you want and you need, and we will pay you your full wage anyway, which they would do for 6 weeks. And after 6 weeks, if you have a sick note that goes longer than that, then the health insurance starts paying you, and the employer just has to contribute a little bit.
Hmm.
But they said, don't even worry about it. Take off as much time as you want and don't worry about financial stuff.
Wow.
So how long were you able to be off of work?
I think I took, wait, it was in December, and I think I started working back in March because I wanted
Hmm.
to go back.
So this is kind of what I imagine happening. You're at work and you're like standing in front of the chalkboard because we definitely still use chalkboards. And you're like macroeconomics, and then you just blurt out, and my husband is dead, and everybody is like, she is unwell. And you're like, yes, I am. Back to
But
macroeconomics.
yeah, so fortunately we don't have chalkboards anymore. We have smart boards now, but
Yeah.
because I was in class when I got the message or when I knew about it, because at the school we have glass doors, so the students would actually see me breaking down in the
Oh.
hallway, and the other teachers did ask me if they should communicate it, and I said, yeah, just let them know because they're adults and yeah, they have seen that something is wrong anyway, and I don't want rumors to spread, so just tell them what happened. And when I got back to work, I didn't get any weird reactions. Everyone was just saying, it's nice to see you again. It's good to see you again. No one was asking any inappropriate questions, and no one brought it up really. So I never had the situation where I just burst out crying. If I needed a moment, I could just go. And in the break time, I always kind of hide in an office and I don't go to the teacher's room just to have a bit of peace and
Yeah.
quiet between classes. But yeah, that was honestly easier than I expected it to be to come back.
So she takes a break. She walks outside of the glass doors again and starts crying and then walks back in and everything's fine.
Exactly.
I'm curious because Germans have kind of a um reputation for being very stoic and not having a lot of emotions. Is that true or is that just, you know, a cartoon of them?
I think, yeah, it doesn't really apply to myself. I would say I do have a lot of emotions. I feel a lot of emotions. And the people around me, I wouldn't say that's true either, but I get where the impression is coming from. Yeah.
Yeah. Do other people allow you to have emotions or like what's the culture around talking about death and bereavement? I you can't probably say like Germany at large, but in your sphere, are people really open to you talking about grief and death and sadness and all of the things that you're experiencing, or do you have to bottle it up and not bother other people with your feelings?
No, not at all. I was so surprised, but all of my friends and my family, I mean, it's different generations. My friends are my age, my parents are a little bit older, but everyone was so open and
Hmm.
gave me so much space. And at the same time, they really did everything to hold back their own emotions, to not put them on me. So I was able to cry, but because everyone was here just right after the accident, and I know that my best friends, they were crying too, but they didn't do it in front of me. They went outside, took the dog out, whatever, and did it in their time, not to show me.
Is there such thing over there as life insurance? And if so, how does it work? And did you guys have that?
So it's not as big as it is in the US, the life insurance thing. His employer did set up an insurance for him, which pays out in case he gets in an accident at work, or because he was driving to work, it counts as a work accident. So, yeah, they are gonna pay out. It's just, you might have heard of the red tape here in Germany. Everything is super complicated, and you have to fill out 300 forms and call 500 people to get 300 stamps on documents. And yeah, it's a whole mess. So, yes, they will pay. It's just going to take 50,000 years.
You will also be dead by the time the paperwork is
So
done.
it's all
Yes.
almost been a year, but still the red tape is still there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Not even close.
Hmm.
Wow.
Mm.
That's very
How long
interesting.
does it typically take? Do you know? Like 5 years or something?
The problem is English seems to be a very, very hard language to understand for German courts and German, well, official people, So I have to get everything translated. I have to get everything stamped. All the documents from England have to be translated. And I hope that, I hope that it will all get settled within maybe the next 6 months or so, if I get lucky.
Hey guys, just checking in and want to say if you are enjoying this podcast,
And you want to see it keep going, maybe it's helped you through your widowhood journey and you think that it might help others on their widowhood journey, you can support that cause by joining our Patreon.
some of the things that you get as a Patreon beneficiary are ad free episodes, so you don't have to hear ads like this.
You also get exclusive content, and at a certain level, you might also get an exclusive t-shirt you can only get that place.
That is true. It's pretty cool. There are 4 different tiers available, so check it out. It's patreon.com/WWDN.
And as an extra bonus, very often you get your names read by one of my kids, and they will do a terrible job with the pronunciation. And that's like a bonus, I think.
I think it's kind of the best. I would much rather hear somebody butcher my name than say it correctly.
A child butcher it than an adult do it correctly. Yep. So go to patreon.com/WWDN to keep our podcast going and support the widowed cause.
Yes! Thanks, guys! Back to our regularly scheduled program.
What a strange thing to say, though, like if I get lucky,
Yeah.
because like you were already really unlucky, and that's why any of this is happening in the first place. But you can still feel lucky in unlucky circumstances. So that's a little
Yeah.
bit of a confusing situation. I don't even know.
So Lee has passed away. You're grieving. What involvement has his family had with you still?
So we are still very, very, very close. I see his dad and his brother almost every week.
That's right, because they moved to
Um,
Germany, or his dad moved to
they
Germany.
did.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, both of them. And his mom still lives in England, but I met her, when was it? 2 weeks ago, I flew out to Manchester and we are still in contact. So we are all very, very close. And I don't think I could have gone through all that without them.
Hmm. How old were you? I mean, how old are you right now? You're super young.
31.
Ah, you're not supposed to be widowed in your
I
30s.
know. Yeah, I know.
And Lee would have been 36.
6, yeah. Mm.
You're so good at
Awesome.
math, Anita.
That was,
Widow
I don't know
math.
how that
Impressive.
happened.
Yeah, it's not. What's the thing on the internet? Girl math, but ours is widow math.
Widow math. Yeah.
First of all, did Lee have any burial plans or death wishes? Not death wishes. Oh my gosh, like a will, a will, living will. And then what did you choose to do for burial? Was he buried? Was he cremated?
The thing was that Lee always said to me that he is not going to get old.
Who
And he
didn't?
always said, I'm definitely not going to get to 40. And
What?
yeah, I know it was crazy. So when we went to Bali once, there's this little island next to Bali. It's called Gili. And we went there and it was a little paradise. And he said, if I ever die, I want my ashes to be here. So I knew he wanted to be cremated. And I would have probably preferred that too if he wouldn't have said it. But so I had that information, I had the information it should go to Indonesia, a part of it. And we used to drive down the street and we could always see a sign and it said, that's a German word now, Friedwald. And I actually Googled how to translate that or how to explain it. It's a natural forest cemetery.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So it's basically a forest, and you can rent a tree there or buy the rights to a tree, and you can bury the ashes at the tree,
Okay.
under the tree. Yeah. So he always liked the forest. We always went for walks with Lando in the forest. And so I knew I wanted to bury the ashes there. So we went and picked a tree. And then I don't know, it must have been a couple of weeks before the accident. We watched that series on Netflix about the Menendez brothers. Don't know if you've
yes.
seen it.
I've
Yeah.
seen it. Yeah.
So, and at the parents' funeral, they play this Milli Vanilli song,
Yeah.
What?
Gonna
Yes.
Miss You.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. So, and we were watching it, and Lee was laughing his head off, and he was like, "That is so funny. That is so inappropriate. I love it. And if I ever die, I want this to
Oh
be
my
played on my
gosh.
funeral." And so, yeah, well, what can I say? That's exactly what you got, Milli Vanilli.
Perfect.
Oh my goodness.
I,
Milli Vanilli is funny because like they are a scam band and they're just so silly. Silly Milli
Yeah.
Vanilli for Lee.
so did Lee have a good sense of humor? Because that's pretty epic.
Honestly, he was hilarious. He was so funny.
Damn it, Lee. I'm mad.
I know all the cool dudes are dead.
I know. People who want Milli Vanilli at their funeral. Have you been to back to Bali to drop off the other parts of him? You have.
Yes,
Okay.
I
So that's
have. I went with his family, with his dad, with his brother. Yeah, we made it a family trip this last summer now.
Do you have to get permission to drop people's like I know there's places that you're not supposed to do that or you're supposed to have permission? Like is that just a matter of we're gonna ask for forgiveness, not permission? Or do you even know?
I don't know because I didn't want to read up on it because I'm pretty sure it's illegal.
Yeah.
So technically, it's even illegal to get the ashes here in Germany because you're not
What?
allowed to have them at your home. Yeah, you're not allowed to have them to take them after the where they get cremated. No one is supposed to touch the. Is it called an urn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the ashes? Yeah. You're not allowed to take stuff out.
Where does it go? Are they supposed to bury it?
Yeah,
Or
you are supposed to bury 100% of it. Yeah.
oh, okay. So you buried part of it under the tree and then you
Hmm.
scooped a little bit of him out and didn't tell anybody.
I mean,
Yeah, a
I'm
little
surprised
bit.
that they cremate them and then they give them to you and they're
But
like,
tell you
but
not to
don't
touch
do
him.
things with them. It's like that's
Yeah,
on them.
they didn't give it to me. They give it to the undertaker, which well, I chose someone very pragmatic, because I thought that's exactly what Lee would want me to do. And that person allowed me to take some of the ashes out because she said the ashes are so heavy and we can take out as much as we want because no one will
Nobody will
notice.
know.
And if someone will notice, we just put a stone in. And so, yeah, that was it.
I like it.
This is a totally left field, but have you guys watched that documentary called Chimp Crazy? Mel, have you watched that?
No.
It's so crazy. But there's a lady, she owns chimpanzees, and then PETA said, you can't have them. They sued her. And so they were supposed to go to a sanctuary. And when they came to pick up the chimpanzees, one of them was missing. And she was like, oh, he died and we cremated him in the backyard. And here is his ashes. And she holds up this bag. And I was like, ma'am, that's a Duncan Hines cake mix. Like,
Oh
that
my
is not
Mhm.
what ashes look like. And it really was. It was like sand that she had just like stuck in a bag. And it was like this big too. And I'm like, a gorilla is huge. No, it wasn't a gorilla. Chimpanzee is still huge. And anyway, I don't know why I'm bringing that up, except for to say if anybody pressed, just get a cake mix and be like, this is Lee. And they would never know. You got
No,
to watch
no.
that,
Put a
Mel.
stone in the middle of it so they can't see it, but it feels
And
heavy.
you can have brownies when you're done.
Oh,
Yeah, and I actually had a similar situation that you just described because I did get some of the ashes and I made I don't know if you can see it, a
Uh,
diamond out of
oh,
it.
oh yeah, that's so
cool.
Yeah,
cool.
you can get it made into a diamond, but you kind of have to tell them it's an animal.
Hmm.
So I had to drop off the ashes, and obviously I looked really distraught and I was sad and everything. And the guy was like, well, what ashes is it? And I said, well, it's my dog. Yeah, my dog. And so I really had to lie. He was like, oh, these are really weird dog ashes. They're so well, I don't he said anything about I don't know, the color and everything. I was like, yeah, yeah, really weird. But yeah, my dog, definitely. Big German Shepherd, big German Shepherd.
Anyway, I think that's so weird that they won't let you have the ashes. That's like such a big part of quote unquote cremation culture here is what we do with the ashes, spread them or so if I was coming to Germany to drop off my husband's ashes in some place in Germany that he loved, would I not be allowed to enter Germany with his ashes?
Well, in order for them to check for them, they would have to know you bring them, right? So you'd have to declare them up front, which I probably just wouldn't do, but I really don't know. I don't
Oh,
think it's allowed in
okay.
Germany.
I mean, this is a good PSA for everybody in case they're planning to take their cremated spouse to Germany. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm curious. It's been almost a year that you've been a widow. Are there any things that have surprised you in your abilities or what you've been capable of?
Honestly, almost everything has surprised me. The fact that I was even able to survive for 1 year now is still sometimes I wake up and I think, how do you do it? How can you be so strong?
Yeah. Do you
And
feel strong or do you feel like you're just doing what you have to do and it doesn't feel like strength? It just feels like, I don't know, a different word.
mm, most of the time, I really feel like I have inherited some of Lee's superpowers. It really feels like he's very much still with me and we still have that connection. And it definitely makes me feel strong most days.
Okay. I love that. And I think it's totally fine to feel strong. I just know that some widows really hate that word
Yeah.
because it's like, actually, I'm not strong. Like, I'm really suffering. I'm really struggling. And the only reason I'm making it through is just because I have to. I don't have a lot of choice in the matter. So, it sometimes takes away the struggle to just say, well, you're doing great because you're strong, instead of saying, like, you're doing great because you're amazing. And I see your struggle and I see how hard it is and you're still doing it. So, I don't know if there's a little difference between those two thoughts or not.
Yeah, I definitely get that. I think it kind of changed from I'm doing the things because I have to, because now I feel like I want, most days, I feel like I want to.
What's making you feel like you want to keep going now? Like what's making you excited or giving you a sense of purpose?
I feel like, as I said, this really strong connection with Lee that's still there. And I feel like I want to experience as much as I can because you literally don't know when it's over. It could be over tomorrow when I'm stuck in traffic or I don't know.
Hmm.
So I just want to try and make the most of it while I still can because
Yeah.
it's so limited. And I know that Lee would be so pissed off with me if I wouldn't. I honestly think that he would be upset with me.
Right. If you like let it defeat you and you just went into hiding, he'd be like, "No, that's not my legacy." How do you try and keep your connection with him alive?
So I do visit the tree a lot. That's my place of connection and also the place where I can let it all out if sometimes I feel like the grief is building up and up and up, and then I can go there and just have a ugly cry breakdown. That really helps.
Has Lando ever peed on that tree?
Oh yeah, yeah, multiple times.
And do you think Lee would be okay with that?
Definitely. So that tree, it's a place we meet there. We have beers there. We always, have a beer for Lee. So we put all the beer on the roots of
Hmm.
the tree. Yeah, it's a place full of life and laughter, and it's not a quiet place or where you don't say anything. So that is definitely a big point of connection. And then I don't know, it's really weird. So sometimes I just hear his voice. I just hear what he would say to me in that situation. And it's definitely not me because my native language isn't English, right? I wouldn't say things that he says. He was speaking very
Right.
differently from me. He was swearing a lot. And so I hear these things sometimes and I'm like, yeah, all right, that's Lee. That's not me.
Has he tried to haunt you in any ways?
Mm, I don't know. Is haunting always something negative
No,
or
no, no,
can it
no,
be?
no.
No,
No,
okay.
we don't use it in that way. Just like a way that you feel like he's communicating with you through something that like is not easy to understand.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
So many times. Yes, it's crazy. I think the most recent one was actually a couple of days ago where I woke up and these days where you wake up and you just think, oh, it's a shit day. It's
Mm.
not,
Yeah.
it's not going to be good. And I woke up and I sat right here and I was crying. And all of a sudden, I've got another laptop and two desktops over there, and it's always closed and shut off. And it just went on and it just completely took me out of what I was doing. And I was like, why is this on right now? I didn't press any buttons. And it just took me out. And then I got this, the iPhone. Sometimes it
Hmm.
says, oh, memories of this day. And it
Oh
just
yeah.
showed a picture of Lee. And I was like, all right. And it was
Hi.
his
Mm.
way of saying, right, get it together now.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on, Lee. I'm proud of him though for trying to keep taking care of you even while he's gone. Do you have plans for the actual death anniversary with his friends or family? Are you going to do something on that actual day?
So I didn't really want to make any plans.
Hmm.
I do have my both best friends over. They both come over to Berlin and they stay here. And we just said we will either cry all day or we'll just go out for a nice dinner, definitely go out for a nice walk, go to the tree and just see on the day how I feel and how
Yeah,
they feel.
that's great. Well, I am excited for you to run away for Christmas again. I bet it's going to be super emotional. I bet it's going to be like an interesting trip for you because this Well, I don't know. You've been to Bali again with his
Mhm.
family. Have you been anywhere else like where it's just you and it should have been you and Lee, but now it's just you?
No, so I did go to the Formula One in Italy. We booked that together.
Oh,
But
ah,
yeah, I took his brother instead because his brother is also a really big Formula One fan and we like traveling together. So that was a good
okay.
fit. Yeah.
Excellent.
No, but so far, no other destinations that should have been him
Right.
and me.
Okay. Oh, I hope it goes well for you. And I'm so grateful that you reached out to tell your story. We had kind of said that a lot of the widows, when we ask for feedback, they say we want to hear from people who are still really in that fresh widow baby stage. And so we need more of you, but it's also hard because you're like, how do you function and be on a podcast when you're still just so fresh into
I
it?
mean, you
So thank you.
started hosting a podcast at 9 months out, Anita. So
Well,
there you go.
that's only because somebody made me.
I forced you to.
Yes.
How did you find us?
My widow friend, I have a really good widow friend. She actually recommended your podcast to me.
And she a German widow friend?
She is, yes,
Oh.
Wait, so we have two German friends?
you do.
Yes.
Are you guys both in Berlin?
We are now. She used to live in Hamburg, which is a different city, but she moved to Berlin a couple of months ago, and now we are both here.
Oh, that's nice. And do you guys get to like spend time together and talk about widow? Oh, good.
Yeah, a lot.
How did you meet each other?
On Facebook. We met on Facebook. So she was in this grief group, and it was related to a German podcast. And I think I must have made a post there. Yeah, and then she replied to it, or she sent me a message or something. Yeah, and that's how we connected.
Oh, okay. I love that for you.
Finding widow friends is so hard in the wild too because it's not like people walk around with a sign and on their shirt unless they're Anita or me and it says my husband's dead, like, you know. So I'm so happy to hear that through an unrelated death way you found somebody who understands.
Yeah, that was so helpful. I think that was one of the most helpful things in this whole journey.
What's her name?
Fanush.
Hi, Fanush.
If she wants to come talk to us, she's welcome to. And then when we come to Germany and visit,
You
hang
can
out with
visit
her
us
too.
both.
Yep.
Do both. Yes, absolutely. Kim, we have an important question that we need to finish up with. And Mel, do you want to do the honors?
Yes. What is your favorite German sausage? And then what is your favorite cheese?
So, German sausage. It would have to be the traditional Bratwurst, which is the grilled sausage, right? That is really good. And cheese, I actually prepared for this question. So, it's a Swiss cheese. It's called Kaltbacher, and it's like a cave-aged
Oh,
cheese.
fancy.
Cool.
Yeah,
Is it a
really good.
hard, is it like a hard kind of grainy cheese or is it more of a creamy-ish
It's
cheese?
it's more creamy, so you can buy them in like a whole wheel thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit similar to Gruyere
Okay.
cheese or
Yeah.
cheddar cheese. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
We need to try
Mm.
that when we come to visit you and every other person ever. Kim, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that your first year death anniversary goes well and that for me, the days leading up were worse than the actual day. So hopefully the actual day isn't so bad, but I don't know, maybe you'll be different. And also that you have a lovely Christmas and all those travels. So
Keep us posted. We want to know how it goes.
I will. Thank you so much for having me.
yes, thanks for joining us. If you guys would like to keep the podcast going, will you check out our Patreon? It's patreon.com/WWDN.
If you'd like to buy us bratwurst, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/widow we do now.
And we always love a nice rating and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And until we get to talk to you again, I'm Anita.
I'm Mel.
I'm Kim.
And we are just two young widows and one German Formula One loving widow. And we're all just trying to figure out widow
We
do
now.
Mel, can you please tell me how you feel about therapy?
I am so grateful for therapy. I do therapy every single week.
Do you think it's a great tool in the widow's toolbox?
I sure do. I think it's a great tool in anybody's toolbox. And I am so glad that I have stuck with it, because as time goes on, there are more things that I am able to learn about myself. That goes for anything from healing from the death of my husband, to childhood things, to trying to get outside and be social, or trying to address my own certain personality. So yeah, it's really been helpful for me.
We have so many people in the Widow Wives Club who have started using BetterHelp and have amazing reviews. It takes away so many of the barriers to getting great therapy.
I know one of the things that's hard for people, and we get this question a lot, it's I need a therapist that does XYZ. Who is a therapist that is going to be widow friendly? And I know that is so hard to find. When I did therapy that was not on this online platform, it was hard. And it's kind of trial and error, kind of like a new medication, honestly, like a new antidepressant. And the way that BetterHelp is set up is it's easy to find somebody that has your specific needs as part of their expertise. And you know what? If you get into a couple sessions with that person and it's not a good fit, it's so easy to change. You can ask some of our friends in the Widow Wives Club. They've changed therapists and gotten one that has been a better fit for them. Well, a lot of them are lucky with who they get first time. I am so grateful for mine. I love her so much, and it's literally changed my life for the better.
This is amazing. So if you guys are wanting to add therapy to your toolbox or need a change in who you're seeing right now, consider checking out BetterHelp. They're one of our sponsors. If you go to trybetterhelp.com/WWDN,
you get 10% off your first month of therapy if you sign up with BetterHelp. And let me tell you, the day that I was in the hospital with my dad when he was dying, I was able to instant message with my therapist, and she checked on me all throughout the week. And I was not available for video sessions for a lot of those times because there were things we were dealing with, like mortuary stuff, and I was still able to be in contact with her. So they're very, very responsive, caring. It's such a great platform, and I recommend it to anybody who is looking for therapy.
Once again, it's trybetterhelp.com/WWDN.
And that's for 10% off your first month of online therapy.
You don't even have to wear pants, Mel.
I know this.
First-hand experience.
You can even wear a onesie.
Or a twosie.
Ooh, scary. All right, bye!